Hey guys, this is the Mad Chief, and today we're going to be exploring what the gaping hole in the floor of the Covenant cruiser looks like if you don't go through it. Let's get into it. So, I'm speeding this part right here up so that we can keep this video a little bit briefer than the previous ones, but we're going to first be taking a look at it in Halo 1 Anniversary on the MCC, and then we're going to be jumping into Halo Custom Editions for PC with using the same mods that I've used in my previous Halo videos of this same area. And just like the previous ones, this is taking place on the Mission Keys, and as you can see, the big hole with coolant going through it. Right now, this is a slow-mo view of looking directly up in Halo Anniversary as you jump through it, so you can see what the other side of it looks, which usually is ever so briefly on the screen. And even this way, you don't get to see much of it either. And then it's gone. Now we're jumping into it, still on Halo Anniversary, head first. This is the mid-mission cutscene that plays. And now that is where we came from. That's technically the room in the ship that had the gaping hole that we just jumped from. And I'm going to zoom this in a little bit for you so you can see what it looks like this. Technically speaking, it does look a little bit different than when we jumped through it originally, because now this is the art model we're looking at. That ship is no longer the rendered one.
All I detect down there are
if that makes sense. Now we are in Halo Custom Editions, and we just made the jump over the hole, which has to be done to be able to explore what it looks like without going through it. And now, at the edge of the ship, usually there's a barrier here in similar rooms in the mission, but because we're not supposed to be able to access this room, there's no barrier. And as such, we are just able to walk right out of the door. As you saw, the scenery of the ring that you see through the hole you're supposed to go through is actually just a mirage. It's just a picture you fall through. Now, in the top left corner of the screen, you'll see a little light and a few other things. That is actually the hole itself that we were supposed to fall through, but we didn't, and thus the mid-mission cutscene wasn't triggered. Now I have this part right here of me looking around a little sped up so we can get on to the next part of it, more juicy stuff. Now if you see, there's the hole we're supposed to go through. You see the little light from the shorted out electrical wire or whatnot. And we're about to go out of it again, but this time, you see well, it's pretty much the same thing. Just showing it to you again. As you can see right there, still in the top left-ish, kind of the left of where the gun reticle was, that's the hole we're supposed to go through. This time I thought I'd try something. So I put a grenade on this elite to see if I can get it to move, and indeed I'm able to get it to go up, and it falls through the hole. And continually watching it, you can see as it gets smaller and smaller and turns into a black speck. It looks like that black speck stays there where it falls and doesn't actually disappear, which got me thinking, can I do my little trick again to go down there without actually going through this hole and actually find the elite? Or will the elite have despawned? But I was guessing I was going to find the elite just because that black speck stayed there even while looking down that hole. So now I'm going out backwards. You can immediately see all that debris that makes up the hole we're supposed to go through. And as we just pass through the picture that is the scenery for the supposed ring, you know, it's got to just be essentially an art prop, because if they're rendering the inside of the ship and the bottom of the ring at the same time, that would take way too many game resources for how powerful computers were back then. It wouldn't have been able to run it. And as you can see, the elite is down here, and the same invisible floor we're standing on, still just as dead as before. So yep, he fell directly from that hole, and if going through that hole didn't trigger the next part of the map for us, then where that elite lays is where we would be, simply going through the hole. Now that the elite's there, it allows me to gauge how high I really am jumping when I'm on this invisible floor, and the fact that looking up, that looks like it's not getting hardly any bigger tells you that we're really actually far down here. So there's no chance in getting back up without reverting to previous checkpoints. So anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you have any suggestions or things you'd like me to check out in different Halo games or even other games, please leave them in the comments and I will look into them. Alright, have a good one, guys.